Hi, everyone. We are live. Let me get situated real quick. I have a couple of people that might be joining me today, and I've never used, StreamYard, the platform that I'm streaming from, is still pretty new to me, and I've never done a live stream with guests before, so this should be fun. If you are here, please say hi in the comments. I'm streaming live in 3 different places right now, but the comments all come into one place. So no matter where you are, I can see you. I see I've got Jennifer coming on. Let me see. All right, Jennifer, here we go. I'm going to see if I can add you to the stream and see what that, woohoo!
Oh, there I am. I'm like super scrubbed out today. So
I know it was totally last minute. So let me start off by saying that I just last minute sent out a message to a few people who have been like super consistent in the 30-day content challenge, and they had no notice at all. I just said, hey, do you want to jump on live with me? I want to talk about how you're doing after the first week. So Jennifer so graciously said yes. Caleb also said yes, but he's on a support call right now. So he's going to jump on when he's done, if he gets done on time. And I invited a few other people as well. So we might have some other people joining us, but I just want to make sure that everybody knows that nobody had any notice or time to prepare anything. I just wanted to, just kind of talk about, for those of you that don't know, we started a 30-day content challenge on Monday. So today is day 7 of the content challenge. And what we're doing is everybody is committing to posting one piece of content a day for 30 days. And that piece of content can be, Shireen, I know you just jumped on. I see you in the comments. Check your messages, because if you want to jump out live with us, I'd love to have you on here, because I know you've been super consistent with your content. So if you do, let me know and I will send you the link to jump on here with us. But anyway, the content that everybody's posting, there's no requirement for what platform it has to be on. It can be one platform if somebody just really wants to get better at one certain platform. Like I know Caleb has been doing a video every single day on YouTube. So has Tom. So has Craig. Jennifer's been doing a lot of TikTok. I've been doing kind of a mixture of things. So it can be whatever you want. It can be a mixture of different platforms, or it can be, Shireen's in the car, so I don't think she's going to be able to jump on. That's okay. No big deal. If you decide you want to jump on, just let me know in the comments and I'll shoot you the link. So the whole idea of this challenge is just to help people get into a routine of creating content on a regular basis, staying present and in front of your audience in whatever way, on whatever platforms you want to. It could mean an email, it could be a blog post. It's whatever you want to do. And my hope is that by the end of the 30 days that people, and we're already starting to see people sharing about this in the comments and stuff inside of our Facebook group, but my goal is that by the end of the 30 days, everyone, myself included, has gotten created a new habit for themselves, but also has maybe gotten faster with some of the different platforms that you're using to create content, or more confident with your ability to just jump on camera. It's been really cool to watch. Like Caleb, I know, is like brand new to the whole internet marketing thing, and he's jumping on YouTube every day. And I love watching his videos because he's getting better and better. It's 7 days in and he's already like, I can already see like a change in, his confidence and stuff. So I just wanted to jump on and share a couple things that I've noticed. And I've been creating content for years, a really long time. And that's been my main strategy for a long time. It's my favorite marketing strategy. I actually had somebody reach out to me yesterday and say, hey, I see you're on the top of the leaderboards for HBA, what's your content strategy? I mean, what's your traffic strategy? And I said, content. That's what I do. I do, YouTube and my blog is where I get most of my traffic from, but I'm trying to learn TikTok. I'm trying to get better with it. So that's been another thing that I'm kind of doing in addition, is just using that platform. And so I've been on TikTok since before it was TikTok, when it was Musically. Me and my kids used to make, and my dad, when he was alive, like we'd jump on and just make goofy videos. And I didn't know how to work any of the controls except for like the speeds. Like we would speed it up or slow it down. And I didn't know what I was doing, but it was super fun and we just had fun with it. Never occurred to me to use it for like business purposes. And recently I've been like, I want to see if I can figure out, how to use it for, to get in front of my actual audience for my business. And what I've been noticing throughout, like doing this challenge, I told myself every time I get on TikTok, I am going to try something new. I'm going to like learn a new thing, a new feature. And sometimes that means just playing with something on there. Sometimes it means like I'm listening, like I'm doing, like watching somebody that teaches about it and learning like a new thing that I can do with it. Or a lot of times what it means for me is asking my kids, because they're really good with it. So I'll be like, how did you do that? And they'll show me like how they did it. So I just want to like learn this platform. And what I was saying to the group yesterday is what I've noticed is I'm definitely getting more comfortable with it and getting faster with it. TikTok so far has never really I always say TikTok doesn't like me. Like the algorithm, my videos don't get a lot of views. I had one video a while back that went viral that got like over 100,000 views, like in like minutes. But other than that, my videos get about the same amount of views every time. But what I've been doing with my videos is repurposing them on other platforms like Instagram Reels. What I've noticed is like for example, I gave you guys some actual numbers of, okay, so I posted a video a couple days ago and I posted it at 9 p.m. 24 hours later on TikTok, it had 177 plays. But I posted at 9 p.m. I repurposed it onto Instagram Reels, and by 9/11, it had 2,000 plays. I got a notification from Instagram saying your reel has 2,000 plays. 3 minutes later, at 9:14, I got a notification saying your reel has 4,000 plays. So what I'm noticing is like my content from TikTok might not be getting in front of enough people yet, because I haven't done whatever I need to do to warm up the algorithm on my TikTok account, but I can take those videos and I can put them on Facebook and Instagram and different places and get them in front of people just by repurposing the content. So it's just been really like eye-opening for me to just kind of play around in this way and just kind of see the difference in the different platforms and where, my videos get better engagement and that kind of thing. Let's see, let me see what else I said in my, for my breakthroughs. So the thing I like about TikTok is that, and I'm going to have Jennifer share about this too, because she's way better at TikTok than me. The thing I like about TikTok is, as far as like a video, you can't create long form video on there, but if you want to create short form video, the editor just makes it really easy to make things like fun and cool. And I like it for that. Like even to create stuff to use like in my stories, it just makes it easy to do that. And so I've also used it I'm doing an experiment on YouTube with YouTube Shorts. So supposedly YouTube has, if you post videos under a minute on YouTube, they have a thing called the short shelf, where people have seen like their videos kind of going viral on there and then being able to get their videos, because those are not search engine based. They just show the short videos to people that wouldn't otherwise find your video. So it's a good way to get in front of new people and maybe build your subscriber base. So what I've been doing on there is just repurposing my TikTok videos onto YouTube as well to test out the short shelf. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do with TikTok videos besides just have them on TikTok. And I don't know if you're doing any of that, Jennifer, but and then the last thing I'll say, and then I'm going to turn it over to you, is that because of the challenge, this is one of the other things that I'm noticing from being in this challenge. I've been a content creating machine for years anyway, but I'm noticing because of, because I said I'm going to create a piece of content every day for 30 days, I'm noticing that on some days where I would have not done it because I didn't feel like it or whatever, I've had a couple like really stressful days this week where I've like cried all day. Like sometimes on days like that, I don't want to do a piece of content or, I call it a bad hair day, whatever. But I've been doing it anyway. And it's been awesome to just push past whatever would have stopped me before. And I'm watching a lot of other people in our group doing that as well. And so it's just been, it's amazing to me what we can achieve when we really commit to something and how like a simple 30-day commitment can really make a difference in our business. And so that's some of the stuff that I've been experiencing over the course of this challenge. And now I have lovely Jennifer. I'm going to see if I can say your name right. Molinar.
It's close enough.
So Jennifer's been participating in our challenge, and she's, you can tell people what you're doing. I think you're doing mostly TikTok, correct?
I am doing mostly TikTok. I'm also doing YouTube. My YouTube schedule right now for myself is twice a week. I'm getting comfortable with it, and making those 2 videos per week for YouTube. TikTok, I really pushed myself to do twice a day, every day. And I started to do that about close to 3 weeks ago. I did a separate challenge through an affiliate marketer that I know, and that was like a 2-week challenge. And then right after that, I had come across your challenge, and I thought, okay, I need to keep this momentum, so I'm going to join Amy's challenge. And so I've kept the momentum. And I like what you said about just, on days that you don't really feel like doing any content. I've had a lot of days like that where I just didn't feel like it. And it's funny because I actually feel like I'm having one of those days today. Like I'm like just not in the mood, but then I tell myself like, no, I need to do it. So I have a draft saved that I need to just kind of finish up, and post that a little bit later and then do one more. But yeah, I think, in the last few weeks of doing this, I think what I have found is just like I've been playing with a lot of different things. So, like in the beginning, I was really just kind of pushing this like affiliate program every single day. And I kind of felt like, okay, I'm getting like a lot of the same amounts of views and not really like a lot of traction. It was like maybe like 100 and some views per video. And then lately I've like in the last week, I think I've had 2 videos that have hit like over 1,000 views.
Ooh.
And they're different, they're not like how I was typically doing. So I've started to just kind of play with different themes, and trying to just give, I think, inspiration and give value. I think those are just my 2 biggest things that I just want to focus on, and not just saying, oh, like click the link in my bio,
right?
But just more so like this is part of the journey. Yeah. And I think that is making a difference. So
absolutely.
I also like what you said about repurposing content. I haven't really done that, but I will try that. I think I'm definitely going to do some of the reels on Instagram and use some of my TikTok videos. I think that's a great idea. But yeah, I think again, just really trying to play with different things and really studying different people. Like I've been following more people on TikTok who are doing more of the things that I want to be doing and having the type of success I'd like to have. And so, really trying to see what their themes are. And then of course, using like as much of the popular songs, I think like that.
Tips for the algorithm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
are the people that you're following on TikTok people that are in the same niche as you, or are you just following people that are like, seems like a lot of the biggest, most famous people on TikTok are not necessarily marketers. They're just
right.
whatever,
Like
entertaining. They
influencers.
create entertaining stuff. So who are
Mhm.
you primarily?
Well, in the beginning, I was following more of those like influencers, kind of those famous just TikTok people who are like doing the dances and all of that. But as I go more and more and I engage more with people in my niche, more of that is popping up on my For You page. And so I'm following, I would say majority more is in my niche. And kind of just the making money online world in general, because that's what I'm seeing more of now. So that's a good thing. And I'm actually like pulling myself back from really engaging on the videos, with the other kind of areas, because I want to see if it works, if it works to bring more of that type of following to my page.
Yeah, I've been doing the same thing. I've been like holding back from liking stuff that's not what I want to show up in my stream.
Right.
And because at first I kept hearing about, like, I have to ask my kids all the time because they totally understand TikTok in a way, way more than me. But I'd be like, I keep hearing people talking about the spiritual side of TikTok and the business side of TikTok. Like, how do I get over there?
Yeah.
Because all I see is like Charlie D'Amelio and my kid,
Right.
like, you know what I mean? And so my daughter was like, you have to just only like the videos in on the stuff you want to see. And then it's so funny because the comments that I get on my TikTok videos, like I posted a video from New Year's Eve and we had a bonfire and a drum circle. And one of my comments was like, I'm on the hippie mom side of TikTok or something like that. I'm like, okay, I guess that's where I am now.
Yeah. That's great.
But anyway, so even that kind of stuff, it takes, every platform is different. So you have to kind of learn, like, yeah, TikTok has a lot of different sides, as they call it, or whatever. So like, in order to see the content that you want to see, you have to engage with mostly that content, and then you start to see more of it. So
exactly.
Yeah. So that's been awesome. I was going to ask you something else about what you're doing. I was going to say, I know I said this to you in our Facebook group a little bit too, but I think it's important to share other sides of ourselves. Like, we're not just marketers, right? Like, we're not just online business people. Like, we have lives outside of that. And I've always been a big believer in how important it is to kind of share your personality and your interests. Not everybody is comfortable sharing their family. Like, I share my kids. Like, I play guitar sometimes on YouTube, like, I feel like it's good to share as much of yourself as you're comfortable sharing, because some people are going to resonate with you because of that background of relatedness. Like, there's a lot of affiliate marketers out there doing what you're doing in that respect, but they're not all you. Like, for me, like, a lot of single moms resonate with me, or people that play the guitar, or, do you know what I mean? Like, when they see like who you are as a well-rounded person, the right people will resonate with you on a deeper level. And I think that's why, like you're saying, like, when you're posting stuff that's more, it can be entertaining, it can be inspiring, it can be like other types of content besides here's a call to action to click the link. Like, you're just like sharing that other stuff. And so I think that's why it helps. And I think, for long-term growth, I think it's important because you want to attract the right people, and by sharing your own inspiring stuff or entertaining stuff, you're going to resonate with the right people. Do you find that?
Totally. I mean, I think, like I was saying about the videos that had a lot of views in this last week, one of them, in the video, I was working out, and that is like one of my passions. And I do fitness coaching. I was doing fitness coaching before I got interested in affiliate marketing. I've been doing fitness coaching for a couple of years, and so the videos I post where I'm working out, but I'm telling a story in the captions throughout those clips,
Yeah.
have been doing really well.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing about TikTok and Reels. I mean, I haven't even really used Reels natively. I just repurpose my TikTok stuff onto there. But what's interesting about these platforms is that you don't even have to talk. Like
Exactly.
you just use like text captions on top of your video to tell a story or inspire people or whatever your intention is for that video. And
It's so different in that way. And
Mhm.
it's funny because there's this influencer that I have followed for a while, and he has like, I think close to 5 million followers on TikTok, and he never talks like ever.
Mm.
And people always put in the comments like, oh, I wonder what his real voice. Usually he's just kind of like lip
Lip
syncing to
syncing.
voiceover or something,
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's really interesting how you can just really grow without speaking. Or, I mean, even like I've posted a couple of duet videos
Mm-hmm.
where someone else is talking and I'm just like nodding my head and people are liking it, commenting on it. I've gotten direct messages on like about that post and, oh yeah, like what do you do, for your success? And because usually they're related to that, just like, having
Right.
success, and I'm not doing anything but just like nodding my head in agreement to whoever I'm duetting.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's the other nice thing about the platform I find is like you can be inspired. It's really easy to use the audio from whatever you see something, and you might not even want to create the same type of content, but you hear a certain audio and you're like, oh, it just gave me an idea for something that I can do with that audio. And all of a sudden you have a piece of content that you would have never came up with on your own based on an audio track that you're going to use.
Yeah, exactly. It's
So
like
cool.
you can use just other people's content and just have even just as much success, if not more sometimes. And it's
Mhm.
super easy. And what I really like about TikTok is how quick it is. So even though there are days that I'm like, oh my God, I just don't want to do this today, I don't feel like
Mhm.
it. When I actually do it, it's like, oh, that took a minute. It's like that took 2 minutes. Like
Mhm.
it's nothing. So
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
it's amazing how much you can get across in 15 seconds or 30 seconds.
Right.
Or like a minute, I think is like the longest on
Yeah.
TikTok. But like
Yeah.
I have done some where I'm speaking, giving like tips or something, and I'm like, okay, I have to do all these tips in 1 minute. How
Yeah.
am I going to do that? Because I'm used to YouTube. And if
Yeah.
anyone watches my YouTube videos, like some of them are like 45 minutes long. Like
Right.
one
Right.
minute, how am I going to do this? But then what's been one of the things that I've been doing with my TikTok videos is like I'll give the quick tips. Like say I do a YouTube video about 7 ways to get ideas for your content creation, right? So I do a TikTok where I go through boom, boom, boom. Here's the 7 ideas. I'm not even talking. I'm just pointing to the text on the screen about my 7 ideas. And then at the end, it says full YouTube training, link in bio.
Mm-hmm.
Because if anyone doesn't know this, TikTok, you can link directly to your Instagram and your YouTube from TikTok. And you
Yeah.
can also put a link in your bio. And my link in my bio on all of my platforms just goes to a links page that has links to my YouTube channel, my blog, my
Right.
whatever. So no matter what platform I'm on, I can say link in bio and it'll get them where they want to go. So if I'm saying like the full training is on my YouTube channel, so I can't do a full training in a minute, but I can do like a commercial for my YouTube video in a minute.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
anyway, like I said, I'm not getting a ton of traction yet on TikTok, but I think over time, it's just like anything else. It's a matter of being consistent, which is why we're doing this 30-day content challenge in the first place. And I think over time, it could be a really good traffic source to drive people to my main platforms, which is YouTube and my blog. Like that's my
Mm-hmm.
long-term goal with it, is just to be able to get in front of another audience and send them over to where my main stuff is.
Yeah, exactly. I think, gosh, just what you said about consistency, that's so true. I think like I've only really been at like affiliate marketing, really committed to it since like mid-October, late October. So really it's just been a couple months. And like even in just the beginning, I was just like, oh, I just want to like hurry up and be successful and have like all these leads and, you know, all these sales and all this success. And then as I really started to do more studying, I realized like the most successful ones are the ones who were posting, you know, every single day on whatever platform they were using, or several times a week. And they kept doing it consistently for, you know, however long, several months, a year, you know. So I know that it does take patience and it can take some time. But yeah, I think like I said, as I've been doing it just the past 3 weeks, I've already seen what's working. And even my like this week, I've had more followers than previous weeks as well. So even like my number of followers is increasing. So, you know, it just takes like, yeah, like you said, consistency, practice, and yeah, just keep going. Don't give up.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a lot of people, I've been teaching video marketing since the beginning of time. And I've had a lot of people over the years say, you know, like I suck at making videos. And it's like, you know, go back to the beginning of my YouTube channel. I look like a deer in the headlights. Like you can't get good at it without just doing it. It's weird to talk to an inanimate object. And then learning a new platform like TikTok for me was super awkward at first because it's like there's music and it's like I'm used to YouTube and I'm used to like, you know, the type of training I do where I'm like sharing my screen and doing a tutorial and all of a sudden I'm like, what am I supposed to do on this one? So with anything new, there's going to be a learning curve, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. And then the other thing about content marketing and why I love content marketing so much and why it'll always be my marketing strategy is that every piece of content that you create, the way I see it, it's like a little fish hook out in the ocean. Right. So each time you create a piece of content on any platform, you have a little fish hook out in the ocean where somebody can find you. And, you know, for me, like I always have all of those fish hooks always lead people back to, you know, some way to connect with me on a deeper level, like get on my email list so that I can continue to send you more value or whatever. But the more pieces of content that you have out there in the sea with their little fish hooks on them, the more people are going to come and find you and eventually end up as part of your target audience. And that's why, you know, being consistent is so, you know, it's important to be consistent because it builds trust with your audience rather than like you post 10 YouTube videos or like, you know, like if Caleb was to post 30 YouTube videos in 30 days and then never post another one, he's going to lose trust. Doesn't mean he has to post every single day for the rest of his life, but being consistent is important.
Right.
But again, the other reason why it's important is because you hone in on your craft, you get better and better at it over time, and it creates more and more, you know, places where people can find you online. So there's so many like reasons why it's just such a win-win. And you know, and then the other thing that I love about it, I've done paid marketing a lot in the past and different types of paid marketing. But like right now, all I do is content marketing. And you know, from time to time, I'll probably run, you know, do some Facebook ads or, you know, whatever type of paid marketing. But what I love about content marketing is that, so like if I was to do a solo ad, like back when I was doing solo ads, sometimes I would get like 100 leads in a day. Let's say I'd get 100 leads in a day, maybe make a sale out of those, maybe not. You know, most of them take some time to, you know, nurture once they're on my email list. So what's nice about that is these people have no idea who I am. When I do a solo ad, they just show up on my list. 100 people have no idea who I am. But once I start sending them emails, sending them to my YouTube videos, sending them to my blog, they get to know me over time. And eventually some of them will want to do business with me. Not those people that are cold leads most of them aren't going to want to do business with you like right out of the gate. You need to nurture those leads. What I love about content marketing is, so I might not get 100 leads a day from my YouTube videos, but I'm getting leads consistently every day. I'm not paying for any of them. And they're coming in every day because I have enough content out there now where I have links under all of my videos where people can get a free gift from me, like a free PDF that I give them, like my YouTube checklist or whatever. So every day I'm getting leads like clockwork added onto my email list. And those leads know who I am. They've already seen my videos. So they're much warmer leads. And I find that they convert better, they convert faster. So even though I'm not growing as quickly as I would if I was doing solo ads every week, I'm bringing in the people that actually like raised their hand and said, I want to learn from you. Or like, I've seen your video and I want something from you specifically. So I love that about content marketing. And I've always been a big fan of video because I think it's the best way for people to really get to know you, like you, and trust you, you know, when they can see your face, hear your voice. And, you know, I was afraid of it when I first started doing it because I was like, I'm a fast talking girl from New Jersey with an attitude. And I was hiding behind my blog posts. My blog posts were all text for the longest time. I didn't want to get in front of the camera. And I was like, I can edit it and I can make it come across however I want. But once I get on camera, I am who I am. And I was afraid to do that. But what I found is like, yeah, we're going to turn some people away because they're not going to resonate with our personality or something about us. But the right people will follow you till the end of time. You know, the right people will resonate with you.
That is so true. And I think, you know, like you, I think, oh man, in the beginning, when I first, I mean, a couple of years back when I was first doing like fitness coaching, it was through like a multi-level marketing. And one of the things they were saying, because a lot of them have a lot of success with like Instagram, is like, okay, make sure you like dress really nice and, you know, like look this way because that's how you're going to get more attention. And while I agreed with that in the beginning, I just really realized like I wasn't being true to myself. Like I don't care how I look when I work out, like I'm working out, you know,
Right.
and I think over time, I think that genuineness has really come through, and it's taken, you know, again, a couple years just with the fitness piece. But in the past, like few months, I've been getting even like a lot more traction with that, with my fitness coaching. And people are telling me like, you know, I really like how genuine you are. Like you keep it real. Like you don't care if you post yourself like super sweaty with messy hair after a workout. And I'm like, I'm just being real and true to myself. And that's, you know, what I want people to see. And so like with my YouTube videos, like sometimes I'm wearing makeup, sometimes I'm not. It just depends on the day. Like, you know, it's like, I've reached that point where I don't really care because I'm just being me. And that really is, I think, what matters and what does bring success.
Absolutely. It's actually been shown recently that like in the last like year-ish or so that people are moving more away from the really like edited and studio like vibe in their content. It's not what people want. It's not what people resonate with. It's not what people relate to. They would rather see you in your house sweaty with no makeup on than in a studio with a green screen and, you know, dressed up. You know what I mean? Like they want to feel like you're their friend. Like, do you dress up and put makeup on every time you talk to your friends? No.
Right. Exactly. And I think that's something I really noticed with TikTok that was different than when I joined Instagram. You know, when I had first joined Instagram, however many years it's been now, it was all about like having the filter and just looking perfect. And then when I started to be on TikTok and some of the people I was following just were popping up and had like millions of followers, and they didn't care either. They're just casual, not dressed up, no filter, like that wasn't the message or the point. And I think you're right. Like it's just great to see that we're kind of moving away from that, and people just want to see real people.
Yeah. Like even like celebrities, like I think the celebrities, people relate to them more too when they're like shooting a video from their pool in the backyard, like with wet hair rather than like waiting until they're like done to like, you know, or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm glad it's moving away. I mean, it also makes it a much more of a level playing field. You know, not
Right.
everybody has access to fancy equipment and studios and
Right.
editors and or has, you know, like I think that's one of the reasons why TikTok is so popular. Anybody can edit a TikTok video and have fun with it and make it look cool. Where in the past, like some of the video editing software, like there's a block there for people where there's like a learning curve and not everybody wants to learn how to edit. TikTok just makes it like it's just so user friendly and anybody can do it.
It really is. Yeah, definitely.
So it levels the playing field because anybody can be a video marketer now, anybody. And it just really allows for us to be as creative as we want in our own way. Like I really feel like you can tell a lot about a person's personality by the way that they create their content on there, you know, because there's so many different ways to be creative. And I like that about it. Like it invites us to have fun. And you can see what that looks like for different people and different personality types. And it just, I don't know, it just gives you like a whole other way to see a whole other side of people and goofiness. And yeah, definitely. I had, it was so funny. Like I went on a date the other day with a guy who I met on Facebook dating. And normally like nobody like friends me on Facebook until like, I mean, I haven't been in a relationship in a long time, but the last time I was like, we didn't friend each other on Facebook for like months of like dating. Cause it's like, it's too like revealing, right? Like you can see like everything about a person if you're friends with them on Facebook. And so this guy, like before we even met in person, he's like, I sent you a friend request. And at first I was like, ugh. But then I was like, you know what? Go look and see who I am. There's a video on me wearing my daughter's platform shoes, trying to dance in a TikTok video. And like, I was like, oh my God, he's going to see that, you know? And I was like, if he sees it and he's turned off, then better to know now, because that's me being goofy with my kids. Like, that's what I do, you know? So anyway, I think in some ways it's just good. It allows us to be like completely transparent and let people see that goofy, fun side of us too.
Definitely.
So, is there anything, I guess Caleb isn't going to be able to jump on. He was hoping to be off of his support call to jump on, but I don't think he is. Rico, if you're still on here, I sent you a PM. If you want to jump on, I sent you the link because I know you've been posting content every day as well. Shireen, I don't know if you're still on. If you've gotten to a place where you want to jump on, you're more than welcome to. And if not, that's totally fine. We can wrap this up. But I just wanted to ask you, Jennifer, is there anything else as far as doing the 30-day content challenge? Is there anything else that you have that you've learned about yourself, that you've enjoyed about watching other people in the challenge, or just anything else that you want to share at all about what this experience, any breakthroughs or what this experience has been like?
I mean, I think, you know, one of the things I tend to overthink, and I think like with this challenge, like just that list you provided of like all these content ideas, it's like, so even when I don't feel like, you know, doing content, it's like there really is no excuse. There's endless things you can talk about and post about, and I think that's something that I've realized is just not to overthink it so much, because it really isn't hard. It's just a matter of consistency. So
yeah, getting out of your own way.
Exactly.
And it's about showing up. And I love what you said about just the more you do it, the less you care. Like not that we don't care about people. We just, we care less about being judged by what, you know, what people think. And I find, and I don't know about you, and I think this would be true for you based on what you said, but like, I find the more that I stop caring about what somebody might think, and the more I just like stay in my lane and do things my way, the better results I get. Rather than, you know, because I think one of the things that we do a lot as human beings, and especially as marketers, is we want to compare ourselves to what other people are doing. This person's TikTok channel looks like this and has all these fancy titles, or they have or they always wear makeup, or they whatever, and then we want to compare, whether it's TikTok or YouTube or whatever, we want to compare ourselves to what other people are doing all the time. And I think that's the worst thing that we can possibly do. I find that when I get out of that mindset and I'm just like, no, like my channel is mine. It's not going to look like anybody else's because it's mine. And I want it to have my own flavor, because, rather than trying to make it look like some, big influencers channel. Like I'm not them. I'm never going to be them. I'm not,
right.
We're two different people. So just showing up and being true to me, and the people that don't like it don't have to follow me.
Exactly. And I think that's, like you said, it's not that we don't care. It's just more like, it doesn't matter. If we know we're coming from a good place when we're putting content out there, then today I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll jump on this call, even though I haven't done, like, I'm not at all ready. Like I usually, I guess, would prefer to be, but then I'm like, it doesn't matter because I know what I'm coming to do is from a good place and something that I care about and is passionate about.
Well, you just created content for today. Did you know that? Because you can repurpose this video if you want to. So, that was, like I said, the whole point of the challenge is to be visible online. And one of the reasons is because I feel like a lot of people just, they show up once in a blue moon. And when people are actively seeking out there are people actively seeking out opportunities that they want to join, or maybe they know what specific network marketing company they want to join, and they're actively seeking out which sponsor they want. If they go to 5 different people's, Facebook page, Instagram page, whatever, and everybody has like recent content there except for you're not going to make the cut. Like they're going to want to join with somebody that they can tell is passionate about their message, that shows up consistently. So so that's why, this is just a good exercise in that. And I think showing up when you're not prepared is one of the best times. I mean, some of the content that I've created over the years that's been like the best, that's really made the biggest difference for people, has been like when I'm like walking down the street and I have an inspired moment and I'm like, I need to share this. And I just like jump on my camera and, I used to feel like self-conscious, like people are going to think, I'm walking down the Pearl Street Mall, downtown Boulder, Colorado, and there's all these people and street performers, and people are probably like, what is she doing on like making a video right now? And I just had to stop caring about that because I'm like, I have to share this right now because I think it might help somebody. And sometimes that's the best content that we can create. And so that was another thing that I was hoping would come from this challenge, is to just, because I've noticed it in myself too, when you're committed to creating a piece of content every day, you're kind of looking for opportunities to share something as you're going through your day that might make a difference for people in a way that you might not be looking for those opportunities if you weren't committed to showing up every single day.
Exactly.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, any closing thoughts or anything else you want to say?
Oh man, I think that's it. I think I covered, pretty much everything I wanted to give.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you inviting me onto here. And, again, like I'm a little bit newer in the affiliate marketing world and this type of space. So it's just nice to get as much exposure and experience as possible.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you jumping on last minute. Like I said in the beginning, in case anybody wasn't on in the beginning, I didn't give anybody any notice that I was going to be jumping on live. Usually I at least like email my list and say I'm going live in an hour or something. I didn't even do that. Today I was just like, again, like just acting in the moment. Like I just want to jump on. It's the end of week 1. See if anyone wants to jump on with me and talk about, anything that's happened over the first week. And I sent out messages to a handful of people who have been super consistent in the challenge. Jennifer was one of those people. She jumped on, and I really just appreciate you for being spontaneous like that, because sometimes, I mean, it's a good muscle to exercise as well, because the more spontaneous you can be, the more opportunities you won't, learning to say yes is a good habit to get into when you have opportunities to
Mm-hmm.
show up. So I appreciate you and honor you for being willing to do that. And I know that there were other people that I messaged that really wanted to jump on that couldn't, because I didn't give them any notice. A couple people, I think Shireen said she was in her car, Craig was in his car,
Right.
and Caleb was on a call when I contacted. I mean, I literally gave you guys what, like 5 minutes?
It was like 5
I'm like, hold on, 5 minutes. Who wants to come? So we will do this again with more notice so that I'll bring more people out to share as we go through. You know, we've got today's day 7. So we have, after today, we have 23 more days of this challenge. So we'll definitely do this again, and I'll give people more of a heads up so we can get more people out here. But today, Jennifer, you get to be the star for being spontaneous. So thank you so much for jumping on with me. And thank you to everybody that came and hung out with us. And we look forward to seeing you. I will put a link. So let me just say this. We're 7 days in, but as I've said in a lot of my YouTube videos, I'm leaving the resources available. If anyone decides they want to do this challenge, if you want to jump in now and like do the rest of the challenge with us, you can. If you're watching this video in a year from now and you want to just do 30 days worth of content in 30 days, the link will still be below the video where you can click on it and you will get your 30 days worth of prompts. You're going to get another bonus PDF from me that has another 80 content ideas on it, plus a link to daily events that'll give you ideas for things like Martin Luther King Day or Secretary's Day or Daughter's Day, or there's endless amount of things that you can create content about. So that link will be below this video whenever you're watching the video. So if you want to jump in, we do have a Facebook group. So if you jump in now and you want to jump in and do the challenge with us, what's cool is we're all posting. We have a thread each day where people can post their content and we all go and syndicate for each other and stuff. So it's a good way to just, help boost your stuff a little bit by getting other people helping you with that as well. So I encourage you to come join us. I'd love to see you in there. And other than that, we will see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will. Oh, wait. Rico just said, here, let me see if here's a message from Rico. This 30-day challenge has shown me how much content I have saved on my own computer. It's funny how even in our drafts on TikTok, like, we create a lot of content that we never finish it or like post it or whatever. So that's a good point. It's like, oh, here's an opportunity for me to go back and like start actually posting some of my stuff, so that's another really good example of something that you can use the challenge for. Yep. Awesome. Well, I love you guys, and I look forward to talking to you again soon in the next video. Have a great day.
Bye.